Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ARLZ. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And in this situation, makes mapping out a pretty interesting scenario. First off, I mean, just what a nasty move, and it goes to show, you know, the inherent risk of holding penny stocks and pharmaceuticals overnight. Yesterday, things were actually looking pretty interesting, and then just like that, the gap down, and I'm sure there was plenty of people that got crushed, which is never you know, good to see, but it is what it is. But from a trading perspective now, you know, we'll take a look at it. As it has formed, you know, an interesting setup. And really the setup is just based on the fact that the price started to go sideways after a big gap down. And that may not seem like a lot, but if you have traded long enough, then I know you've seen a stock that gaps down. However, after the gap down, it just does something like this, where it just continues to bleed and bleed the remainder of the day. But that wasn't the case here. It at least started to go sideways. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish trading was this easy. Just because there was a gap down and then the stock went sideways does not mean that for sure the price is getting ready to bounce up to 14, 15 cents. I'm not saying that. Like I said, I wish trading was that easy, but there's no such thing as a guarantee. Now, would it be shocking to see a bounce? Not at all. Heck, I mean, it's actually already kind of slightly started to bounce right here. So that would not be shocking to see a bounce. But again, by no means is anything for sure going to happen, because for sure is equal guarantees. And if you're not aware, yeah, guarantees just don't exist in the market. But in the event the price does start to bounce, I do want to talk about a couple areas of resistance. But as far as supports are concerned, right here at 4 cents is going to be that key level of support, for the very simple reason that, well, that's where the price stopped going down today. And if that's the bottom, well, then it needs to not go below there anymore, because by definition, that wouldn't be the bottom anymore. And that's why I love charts. When you look at them certain ways, they really do insult your intelligence. So 4 cents, very important level of support for the reasons just discussed. As far as levels of resistance, key level is going to be right here at, what is that, about 7 cents. So 7 cents, pricing close too far away from it, is going to be that first level. If the price can push through that, then the next overall level of resistance will be that purple line there. I realize that's really far away, but that's the 50-period simple moving average, keyword being moving. So as time goes by next week, that will move itself downwards and get more and more relevant. So interesting setup. You know, and like I said, if you've traded long enough, then you know these beat up stocks like this can actually produce some pretty nice bounces. So we'll see if there's any sort of action like that next week. But it all starts with at least maintaining above 4 cents. So let's see what the bulls have in store. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.